Happy Halloween. Yeah, there we go.
Now on. Oh, sorry about that, Jonathan. Okay, happy Halloween. I'll say it again. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, where we're totally crazy. And because we know that we are powerful and unlimited, and we get to choose how we want to experience life. And today we're experiencing it in a crazy way and enjoying that. So I hope you enjoy your time here with us also. And aloha to everybody online. And we are just grateful to be here today.
Who had a birthday in September? Who had a birthday in October? I think you shall stand up so we can do a little birthday Sunday action. Since we forgot it last time, we just put all two in. We're getting back to norm here, you know?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
October, November birthday.
Everybody's birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I guess that was October and September.
All right, we are all caught up, aren't we? We are caught up. So, who is here for the very first time and not afraid to say it? Oh, I see some people. Oh, just because you have a new... There we go. Anyone else here? Yeah. Hey. Okay. Well, we know something about you, and you obviously know something about us now. But we know something about you, and we would love to share it with you, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Ready? You are magnificent! And you knew that, but guess how we knew that? We knew you were magnificent because we knew that about ourselves first. So it was like magnificence looking at magnificence. Now you think that we're just looking at one another? There's something magnificent happening on that camera up there. It is broadcasting us to all the people that didn't want to get out of bed this morning, and they are now having their coffee. And then on the mainland, and there's also a Sherry Till who's watching, her birthday is today.
Yay.
So happy birthday to her too. And so I think we should let them know who they are as well. You ready?
You are magnificent.
And if you don't believe me, you can buy the t-shirts and the mugs that are coming this Christmas. But let's put our hands on our heart and just kind of listen to the beat of that as we tell ourselves who we are. I am magnificent. Let's hear it again. I am magnificent. Now let's whisper. I am magnificent. Oh, that is good. Now I don't care who's magnificent. Just look at each other and let them know that they're magnificent. Sue's magnificent, I know that. And let's have a magnificent opening song, shall we? Uh-oh.
I was working in the lab late one night, and my eyes beheld an
Feel free
eerie
to dance
sight.
if you want.
For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash, the monster mash.
Fix my face.
It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash.
Oh, fix your face.
It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash up from the laboratory in the castle east, from the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. Come on. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash, and the zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. And the scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on change back by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group. The Crip kicked a 5. They did the mash. They played the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash, hey. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?" It's now the mash. They did the monster mash, the monster mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It's now the mash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash. And now everything's cool. Jack's a part of the band. And my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living this smash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you. They did the mash. And you can monster mash, the monster mash. And you the graveyard smash, do the mash. You'll catch on in a flash, they do the mash. It was the monster mash, wow. Monster mash, wow. Monster mash, wow. Monster mash, wow. Monster mash, they did the mash.
Kyle.
Kyle and
Yes,
Louise.
he does it again. Kyle and Louise. Our 101th, the one Dalmatian.
And he's not in the doghouse.
Oh,
Hey, not yet.
Oh, we are just going to have fun today. That's all we're going to do.
and if
No?
you're wondering who I am Prince Patrick. I'm playing me today, something new and different.
That's all right.
I am God. Yes, am I right? I am good. I am God.
All right, everyone.
Yes.
I think we're going to have Roseanne come up right now.
Oh, sisters.
Yes, and maybe take us down a little bit, just for a moment, all right? Just for a moment.
No.
Should we light the peace candle?
Yes. I'll light it.
Bring in a costume, we don't even know how to behave, do we? You look great, Louis.
Younger. Oops, I need a thing.
No, you do, honey. I'm sorry.
Okay, here I am. The good witch of CSL. But we have so much fun here, and we enjoy every single moment. We're in this moment. But we recognize there is suffering out in the world. There's places that are not feeling this fun. And we take this moment every Sunday to send peace out into the world. And to know that as we send peace all around the world, we know where it starts. It begins right here in our very own hearts. So let's take that moment to know peace within, sending peace to all of our loved ones, but all around the world. The world needs this now, as it always has needed it. So let's take that quiet moment. And may the peace of God spread out from our very centers out into the world. So here we are at CSL once more, and I am so grateful to welcome each and every person here and know that here we can express the life that is, the one life. For there is one power in this universe. One universal intelligence, one power that works in and through its creation, and right now it's working in and through everything, everybody, every moment. It's all about creation. It's all about creativity, pushing forward and forward. And I know we celebrate this message here at CSL every day, and we celebrate every person who's walked in here and every person watching online, knowing the truth that we are all one. We're in this together. And as we spread the word and our love and our blessings to all, and we say together, and so it is.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me, I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
Yes. I'm gonna click.
Come on back up, Roseanne.
And while she's coming up, I remember something that I wanted to tell the people online. If you like it, click it. Click join, share, and subscribe. I'll get it down. Just give me some time. All I know is Rob goes, don't forget to click, share, and join. And what happens when you do that is that we get this incredible message, and this love that's in this room doesn't stay in this room and gets out to more and more and more people. Hello, Wonder Woman. Gosh, we have so many new people here today. It's just amazing.
That's right, we do. So, Roseanne,
Yes, ma'am.
Let's
this
put
is
you in
our
the middle.
last day of the month and our last day with our theme of creativity. And I just want to know if you have anything profound to tell these people out here about your creative expression. Obviously, you're creatively expressing right now.
Well, if you look at me right now, you can say, oh, isn't she creative? Or strange, maybe, that might be the term. But I love Halloween. I love the joyousness of just being somebody else for that one day. That's being creative. However, I have to say, each and every day of our lives, we are creative. And what I would suggest to anyone, if you haven't done it before, please let go of the masks and the costumes that you have used and worn throughout your lives, because it's time to release them. And there is a person inside of each of us, the real authentic person, and it's time to express it to the best degree that one feels to express it. So please consider doing that. And if you're covering up something that you don't want to release, it's okay. You're in a safe place. We can love you. We can support each and every person. And so wear your masks on Halloween, not the rest of the year.
Oh, I love that,
that's beautiful.
Roseanne. Thank you for that. Thank you. Can you lead us? Do you have anything else to add to that? I was just
No, I
perfect.
was just, yeah, that's profound. Even as you were talking, I looked down and I saw that Rita's feet are green.
Well, not all the way.
That was a very interesting moment. All of a sudden I went, wow. Ju-
Can the
Wow,
camera see that?
creativity
better.
everywhere, everywhere. I feel underdressed, Charles.
Well, we have, let's see, where is it?
It's right here.
No, an affirmation that we like to say. So I'm going to say it once, and then after I say it, it's one sentence. And if you choose to follow me in saying it out loud. I surrender to my divine creative nature.
I
I surrender to my divine creative nature. I surrender to my divine creative nature. I surrender to my divine creative nature.
Yes. Thank you, Roseanne.
Mahalo, Roseanne.
So I'm up next, surrendering to my divine creative nature, by singing you a song that I love to sing on Halloween. That's the makeup. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes and leap. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner buy defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I've just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy, and true, the vision's hazy. But I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity, that you can't pull me down. If you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity, that you can't pull me down. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me down.
Yeah. Bravo. Bravo. Yay.
Oh, I did it! I did it! Yay. There's a big story behind this song, and I went through such a transformation this week because I didn't give it, you know what, anymore. I was like, you know what, I'm an opera singer. I have always been an opera singer. And lately, for the past few years, I've held that back and just like wanted to be something else. Or I think I've told you this before, but I never really quite broke through it until a couple of days ago and said, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to sing. Maybe my dad was coming through to me going, sing, Rita, sing. I don't know. But he might have been. But I was like, okay, you know, some people like your voice, some people don't. It's okay, just sing. And I mean, that's true with everything in life, right? Some people don't like what we do or don't think that we know what we're doing or have all their suggestions for us or whatever. But we have to be true to ourselves. We have to be true to ourselves. Yeah. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were waiting to retire to take their life and do what they wanted to do with their life. And what is that? I hear a voice. Unlimited. I'm hearing voices. It's my dad coming through. All right. Do you have it?
It was all those condemning of other people's phones going off. And
I love it. Whatever. I know. Anyway, so this person was waiting till they retired to do what they really wanted to do. And I said, well, if you had all the money in the world, what would you be doing right now? And the person told me, and I was like, you know, I'm not for advocating for people to quit their jobs, but I'm just like, you don't even know if you're going to be here 10 years from now. That's what I'm thinking in my head, because it's true. We don't know. And lately, I've had more like passings in my life than I've had in a long time, just people leaving suddenly or being sick and leaving. And I'm like, you know, why would we wait? And why wouldn't we be our creative selves right here and right now and trust? Because what I know is that when we make a decision to do something, we're backed. We can't, and I think I said this last week, we can't make decisions based on what's in front of us, because that's limited, and that's based on the past. We have to make our decisions on clarity on what we want, and then the universe fills our bank account. It really does, and it works, and I know it works because I proved it myself. And so when I fall off, like yesterday, I had an experience where I found some horrible news out. It was like seemingly horrible in the world of form. And I let it overcome me. Like I let it overcome me like, okay, I need to fix this, or I need to do something about it, or I need to do something. And I could feel my energy just draining out of me. And I had no control over this situation. It was somebody else's situation. So, but I kept feeling myself getting dragged down. So I said, I got to get out. I got to go for a walk. I went for a walk on Kaua'i path, and I did a treatment. I did some ho'oponopono surrounding the situation, and did a spiritual mind treatment. And it was like instantaneously, I had clarity. Like Ernest Holmes says, the truth is instantaneous, and it is. It doesn't mean that it necessarily demonstrates instantaneously, but you have a change of consciousness, and that's all you need, really, is a change of consciousness. So it was like in a moment, I understood that although I like to be part of everybody else's story, I'm not. I'm not, and I'm not even asking to be part of their story. And yet, I'm putting myself there, dragging my own energy down, thinking that I'm part of that story when I'm not part of that story only in that it's presented itself to me maybe to learn something, because we have this big thing about life as a mirror. Well, yeah, what's in front of you is reflecting to you what you need to think about or what you're thinking about. So I was like, okay, I don't even know that this thing that I consider horrific could have been the best thing that ever happened in that person's life, right? Because I can't step back far enough. I don't know. So I'm just like, it made so much sense. And the sense of calmness and peace came over me. And I was like, okay, I'm okay. And I need to live my life. And I need to be an example to others and do what I know in clarity is mine to do and get myself out of other people's stories. Because unless they ask me to be there to know something for them or to help them, I have no business there. And it's the truth. It really is. So the title of our talk today is like, be aware, aware. Very original. But I don't know. I think last year we did Behind the Mask. But I think when I chose this title, I feel like it's about, and I'm sure Patrick will have another slant on it because I don't know what he's talking about, but I know you think I do, but I really don't. So I think for me, it's like the quote by Socrates, the unexamined life is not worth living. And what does that mean? To me, it means that when we don't examine our lives and aren't aware of what we're thinking and aware of how we're acting and aware, then we live a life on autopilot. And a lot of the world lives life on autopilot. And I have lived life on autopilot at times in my life where I haven't made decisions or been aware that the way I'm thinking is actually playing out in my life. It's like I told you last week, it's science, it's perfectly manifested exactly as we're thinking. So we have to be really careful what we say to ourselves. We can't, like we talked about new homes, and a couple of people demonstrated new homes last week. We can't say there's no homes available on Kauai and then say we believe that we have a home. Because what we're doing is every thought we have counter to what the one we're saying is negating what we say. We can't say, I really want to be in perfect relationship with someone and be intimate, and then say, I can't have intimate relationships. Well, maybe up to this point you didn't, but right now you have an unlimited scope of love and intelligence and beauty within you, able to attract the most perfect relationship when you become in relationship to yourself. Oops, I got to be careful about touching my heart there. I got a VMS. Yes, I wanted to touch my heart, and I do want to touch my heart. So I love this song that I just sang because if you don't know what it's from Wicked, and it's sung by the Green Witch, who later becomes the bad witch, Wicked Witch of the West. And nobody understood her, and she was trying to kowtow to everybody. And she was trying to be like everybody else until finally everybody thought she was wicked anyway. So she's just like, all of a sudden she's like, you know what? I'm going to be who I am. And if that's wicked, that's wicked. I'm just going to be who I am, and I'm going to be powerful. And she even invites the other witch to come with her, and the other witch doesn't. And she says, that's okay. I'm going anyway. And she, that's the end of the story. And then it continues in the Wicked Witch, in the Wizard of Oz, I guess. But who knows where it continues? It keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going. That's what I'm saying. We never know. Like we have these stories, these fairy tales and stuff, and we see, and so the end of it is. But in reality, there is no end. There's no end to any of this. There's no end to anybody's life, really. It just keeps going and going and going. And the thing is, how much, while we're here in this body, which is really a gift, are we going to express that beautiful creativity that we have? Are we going to live the highest possible life? Or are we going to give and receive and realize as we give, we do receive? Are we going to do all those things? And are we going to live fully as the beautiful people that we are, that Roseanne talked about so beautifully in her little speech? So I don't know about you, but Patrick and I are going on retreat this week, and it's going to be really interesting because we're going to really look at things like honestly, like really what do we want? And really, what do we want for this center? And really, what is it? And if it's there and we know there's nothing that can hold us back in our life, in the center's life, in any life, there's nothing that can hold us back because we're dealing with an intelligence and a power that when we become aware of it is aware of us because it is us, and therefore it moves through us as according to our awareness of it. And there's nothing impossible for us. And I know when I went to Los Angeles to become an actress, I didn't know that. And could I have been a famous actress? I don't know. I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter now, and who cares anyway, because I'm here being Rita on Kauai. So, but for any of us that have an endeavor that we're following, I just invite you not to listen to what other people tell you is the right thing to do, to not always be out getting advice. It's great to get advice from a professional person if you're doing something and you don't know how to do, but in making your decisions is what I'm talking about. That inside you, within you, is all the intelligence of the universe. Within me is all the intelligence of the universe that has every single solitary answer if I listen. Right? So there's a quote from Henry Thoreau. I think I've read it before, but I'm just going to read it again, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours. He will meet with success unexpected in common hours. In other words, you don't know when it's going to show up, but if you're following your path and you're ready, and it'll show up and you'll be ready for it in unexpected hours. And he will put some things behind him. Got to put our past behind and pass an invisible boundary. That's what the Wicked Witch did. She passed an invisible boundary, things that people told her that were impossible. And for us, things like healing illness, being abundant and prosperous in a world that tells us that, only a certain amount of people can do that. Those are boundaries that we need to move through, and they're invisible because they're boundaries of thought. They're not boundaries that are based in any kind of reality besides the reality of the past and conditional world. So pass through invisible boundaries, new, universal, and more liberal laws will begin to establish themselves around and within him. So, or the old laws will be expanded. So, yeah, I'm just ready. I'm ready to be more unlimited, to really trust it, and to really get clear on what I want. And if what I want doesn't make other people happy, that's not necessarily a reason to decide that you don't want it. You'll know that, but a lot of the times the case is you do have to leave things behind and move forward and not get held back by something that's holding you back. Like I was getting held back by that story that I heard that I had no idea, and I'm letting my energy get held back by something or thinking that I could do more when it's just none of my business. So, yeah. So unlimited. That's my message today. Unlimited. Be aware of how you're thinking and how important it is, and just work on it. Just work on it. It's an amazing adventure to work on yourself and to live an examined life. I know that. So thank you for listening. Yay. Happy Halloween. Yay. And I think Kyle has a song. I don't know what it is either.
Me neither.
But I know it's going to be.
Come back again. I want you to stay next time. Sometimes the world ain't kind, and people get lost like you and me. I just made a friend. A friend is someone you need. And now that he has to go away, I still feel the words that he might say. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Turn on your heart light in the middle of a young boy's dreams. Don't wake me up too soon. Wanna take a ride across the moon, you and me. He's looking for a home, 'cause everyone needs a place. Home's the most excellent place of all, and I'll be right here if you should call. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Turn on your heart light in the middle of a young boy's dream. Don't wake me up too soon. Gonna take a ride across the moon, you and me. Home's the most excellent place of all. I'll be right here if you should call. And turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Turn on your heart light in the middle of a young boy's dreams. Don't wake me up too soon. I'm gonna take a ride across the moon, you and me. Turn on your heart light now. Turn on your heart light now.
Look at you. Kyle Lebenz,
I tried.
I love you.
I love you too.
Last night, it was suggested that perhaps this song could match what Patrick was talking about today. And I just love you, both of you. Thank you so much for stepping up and stepping out and saying yes when I'm sure there's many times you want to say no. Thank you. I just want that acknowledgement. So Friday night, who was here on Friday night to watch a little bit of E.T.? Yeah. I had, yeah, that's why I just love that. It's just this, I hadn't planned to talk about E.T., and then all of a sudden we watched E.T., and it all came up to feelings. And I was in the back of the room, but before I go there, I want to say something about masks and costumes for a moment. I had a little challenge with not wearing a mask and being dressed up. And I was telling Rita at dinner last night, I said, I don't want to dress up tomorrow. And I went, I don't even know why that's emotional, but I said, I just want to be me tomorrow. I just want to be me. And for me, that's very difficult because I come from a theater background and I love dressing up and I love costumes and I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm not going to give it up. But I had to really answer it, but I felt guilty for a moment. And I really had to really look at it. There was like this incredible pressure that nobody put on me but my own stuff. And I went, I just wanted, then this morning I was going, well, do you think I should wear this? And then I said, oh, there's a doctor's coat, and I'm still reaching for that part of me. And that little boy inside of me said, I just want to be me today. And I want to talk about E.T., and I want to talk about feelings, and I just want to be this, and that's okay. So then I did wear this shirt because it was kind of had a little Prince thing going on. So I went to my brother Charles here, and I said, I had this beautiful cape that Leslie gave me to wear because I was going to be a rock star, and I had all this hair and all this stuff, and this is, all a part of the mask. And I looked in the mirror, and I just went, and I had tights on. It was just in this, and I looked in and I was trying to rock out, and I just went, this is so much stuff. I don't want all this stuff on me. It was like a claustrophobic feeling. It was like, and usually I'd be like, yeah, and I was like, no, so here I am. Yeah. So back to E.T., it was so profound for me, I cannot tell you. 40 years later, shy of 40 years, that this movie still had the same power and more than it did when I watched it at 24 and just thought it was a cute little movie going on. Because now I've matured. Isn't that what they call getting older, as we've matured? Yes. And I was standing in the back, and for those of you who has seen the movie, and if you haven't, I'm just going to destroy the whole thing for you. But I was standing in the back, and it started, and the spaceship came down, and little E.T. got out, and the ship went up. And I just went into this incredible sorrow when he was left here. And I went, what's this about? And then I realized I'm an alien. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I am. We are strange, and we are aliens. But I'm talking the first 3 minutes, I'm bawling in the back. And I'm going, they're taking off, and he's going like this, and people are going after him, and it was scary. And I thought, wow. And I thought, how many of us feel that way in our lives? That the spaceship took off. And that we're sitting here going, I'm scared. I'm scared. This is a whole new world I've never known before. And I have to, each step of the way. And then if you are willing to change, it doesn't get less scary. Because every time we make a change, it's that feeling that the spaceship is taking off, and you're left in this world that you have to try to figure out. Ernest Holmes, who's the founder of this incredible mystical teaching that I am so proud to be a part of, he says somewhere, individuality must be spontaneous. It can never be automatic. It can never be automatic. The seed of freedom must be planted in the innermost being of man, woman, but, always a but, like the prodigal son, Man must make the great discovery for himself. So that's what was happening during this evolution of this movie, is that we're here, we're given everything, but we're not going to have a manual for it. We must discover our individuality through this incredible thing called life. And we are such incredible beings. And though I had emotions about that movie, because it's like I never watched it. I don't know, the ones that were here, we were all like going, when did that happen? And how did that happen? And I was looking at it, and even when the government, and they were all trying to come after, E.T., because I thought to myself, that's what we do when we don't understand something. This is what we do when we're afraid of you because I don't understand the color of your skin or your hair or anything else. All of a sudden, we don't understand that, so we want to dissect it. We want to dissect it. And I'm not even blaming the government because they're as scared as everybody else. They're scared, and they're going, I don't understand that. What's this little creature? Even when the kids, when it went to their house, and he's still looking at him going, is it an ape? Is it a this? Because we don't know what it looks like. And how many times do we go through our world and go, I don't understand that? We have racial tensions because we don't understand. When I grew up in Richmond, California, I went to school, and there was probably 85% African American, and then there was Hispanics, and then there was, everything else, and then there was Patrick. And I came from a Catholic school I was in uniforms and protected. I was in my little spaceship. And then I had to go to school, and I went to school, and I went, holy moly. Y'all look different than me, and I'm in deck shoes. Can you imagine a freshman going to, and I go, my mom brings me new tennis shoes. They're deck shoes. Who wears deck shoes, even in my day? And I was a hit as a freshman, just to let you know. I'm surprised I didn't get my butt beat up the very first day. And then a brother of mine came up and said, I'm going to help you out here, man. You got to get rid of the shoes. We don't wear deck shoes, man. Where you come from? I said, Catholic school. We didn't wear them there either. And I was thinking to myself, I love my mama. They were on sale at Payless, $2.99. So here I am in this world of this extraterrestrial feeling on Friday night. And it was such an honor to go through this incredible process of watching E.T. go through it. There's a little scene that I'm going to just read for you. The doctor says, after they find him, and the whole thing about it is it's all about his feelings, right? How we connect, we speak with feelings, we connect with feelings, right? Words, they didn't even really know the words. They had to teach it. And so the doctor says, after they find him, to Michael, the older brother, not Elliot, he says, you say it, E.T., has the ability to manipulate its own environment. Because that was one of his gifts, right? He could do everything. He could get in a bike and fly and do all of this, all with your mind, like what we can do. And then Michael says, he's smart. He communicates through Elliot. That was the other brother, the famous little Elliot. And then the doctor says, Elliot thinks it's thoughts. Because now we're going to dissect it, right? Oh, Elliot, what's he do? Think his thoughts? And Michael says, no. Elliot feels his feelings. He feels his feelings. And he's plugged into life force. And this is what E.T.'s teaching. And he's learning, he's plugged into life force. And he's connected with Elliot. We have that. We could stand with each other in a room with all the lights off and just stand there. And if we allowed our heart to speak, we would never say a word. We could communicate that way. Wow. Who knew when we showed that movie, Rita, that I was going to have such a profound. And I thought of the idea of our feelings, how if we're angry or we're concerned, as Rita was talking about, then we can unplug our life force. But when we also have excitement, I'll share a story on Monday. I got a beautiful, thank you, Loya, to say I think there's some property over by Taco Bell, and it said 11 acres. I've been by there many times. And so I said, you know what? When people give ideas, you need to go fulfill them and really go there. So we pulled in, and I saw this church. Now, mind you, I'm thinking, this is for sale? Pack up the bags, CSL Kauai, we're going. And it had places to garden, and it had a manse where the house where Rita and I would live. A little run down, but I started painting it. And my mind went into it, and wow, this is so exciting. And then I read it's $12 million. Oh, who cares? Paint the house, man. Paint the house. I was just like, now, mind you, just a week before, I was concerned over $150 through bookkeeping. And so I'm going, $150, and then all of a sudden I go, there's our home. There's and I'm in the window like this, and there's a Montessori school over there, and and then we said, we better get out of here. We're starting to look really creepy. We're like, look there's all the children that will be CSL, and they're going, Mommy! No, and we're watching it, and my point is, 12 million. I wrote it in my journal. I said, excitement overrode any fear I could have ever have had over the money. $12 million, that's a lot of money to some people, obviously not to me. I was going, 12 million, shut up, it's okay. We'll get 20. But all I care about is let's start painting. And then I found out that there was 11 acres, but it didn't include my house or the school, or I know everybody's going, but guess what? I didn't go, oh, wow, see what I mean? Every time I get excited about something, man, disappointment knocks on my door. I mean, there it is. I was awesome. Come on, Rita, let's go home. There's a cloud over Patrick. No, I went, signs of land, baby, because I haven't been excited about it in 8 years to that degree that I could look at, and still 12 million doesn't look a lot to me either if I can have that feeling, if I can have that power that says if you want it and you're excited about it, baby, you go for it, because $12 million is nothing. Wow. And it didn't change all week. Then somebody else showed me a little on her phone. This is where I'm going to be teaching. There's a little place, little church. I'm thinking, let's take it over. No, because let me tell you something in treatment. You never wish for the exact, and you never treat for the same thing, the exact home, because that's none of your business. But what it was is we looked at it and went, that's really good. I was like, let's go. And it's not for sale either. And I don't want them to go out of anything. I just wanted to say that feeling, that heart light is so exciting. And it was nice to know again, because that's what got us here. Because we got so excited that we said, who cares? They don't know anything about science of mind there. And all the well-wishers that were going, yeah, that's going to be a hard one. Thank you so much, because that gives me all the incentive I need to go forward. But we still said, no matter what, they don't know about science of mind. Oh, Kaua'i, it's a different thing. It's this, it's that, But we came anyway with excitement and with the feeling of love. Now, in this one ending part of him, he gets very sick, Elliot does, because E.T. gets sick. And how many times have we done that? Plug it into one another, man. Plug it in. And we don't have to do that. What we want to do is we want to turn on our heart light when someone needs us, even though it was a beautiful moment. And then he pulls away because E.T. knew that he's not going to take him with him, that he's going to let his life force leave. And there's this big scene, and I'm crying and back there and eating Reese's Pieces. And it was just, I got a little stress eating back there. But then all of a sudden, you think it's over, don't you? And he walks over to him and he just says, I love you. I love you. And as he walks out the door, he sees the plant come back to life. And he's going, holy moly, holy. And you see the heart lighting up. Because the power of love is the antidote for everything. It brings people back from what we call the dead. It brings back anything in your life, because as long as you have your heart light, it's so special. And I really am so appreciative of Steven Spielberg and the whole gang, whoever got this movie. To me, 40 years later, it was like the spaceship returned for me. Wow. So it's like, as I end, it's kind of like Tinkerbell. Remember Tinkerbell? I'm all like inner child today, right? Let's go to Tinkerbell now. But Tinkerbell, right? What did happen with that? You had to believe. This is the thing. You're not going to get it by not believing. Rita was absolutely right. You cannot say, I am perfect health, and say, I'm never going to get over this. We can't. And I have to even become even more of a monitor for self, because we don't have the luxury, because I told you before, it is speeding up. Whatever energy is speeding up. We don't have the luxury to say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm stupid, I this. We don't have time for it, because it's listening. Every cell in our body is saying, I hear you. I hear you. And are you going to say something that you don't believe? Well, until you believe it, maybe. Because the other is not going to serve us at all. So what did we do with Tinkerbell when they said, F you clap? So take a moment right now. Close your eyes. Take a moment and think of something that you believe in, that you choose to happen in your life, choose to experience, and let's become it. Let's bring it back from the possibility of what we call death, which is no such thing. Think of it for a moment and just breathe it in. Breathe it in. And we know what to do, don't we? And in honor of my wonderful, beautiful, I was going to say son, but I'm too young to be. My brother, in honor of you, let's all turn on our heart light. And as the lyrics say, turn on your heart light. Let it shine wherever you go. Our planet needs it so much right now. We need it right now. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Not just some of it. Not just for the people we like. Not for the people that treat us good. Not for the people that give us $12 million for the new property. Not just for them. We need to glow all over the place. We need to put on our heart light. I couldn't resist the costume, could I? I almost made it, brother. I almost made it, but I still had to go to something, didn't I? So that is my message today, that all we have to do is just love ourselves. Let our heart light glow. And as Rita said, don't let anything stand in your way. Defy everything. Defy gravity. Defying gravity, yes. And let your heart shine. Namaste.
movie again. I didn't do that. Yeah, so this is our time of giving, and I actually have an affirmation. I'm going to use it today because I usually forget it. So putting your hand on your heart, just repeat after me. I invite you to: divine love consecrates my gift.
Divine love consecrates my gift.
It goes out to heal, prosper, and bless.
It goes out to heal, prosper, and bless.
And it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And
it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And that is the truth. Oh, that was me. Yes, you could say it. That is the truth. Go ahead, Kyle. Oh, it's on the screen. Wait, I don't know.
And all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far, and all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Gratitude. Gratitude is the answer. Even before the gift comes, be grateful. And that's what I am. I'm grateful for these gifts. I'm grateful for everything that flows into and through and out again. So, mahalo and stand in gratitude.
For all of you online, I have a message for you from our wonderful cameraman back there. Like, join, share, subscribe. Let's all say it together. Like, join, share, subscribe. And if you have been spiritually fed, there's some ways for you to be able to give online. And please, please, please,
They're
if
up
you
on
have
the
been
screen.
fed, please push that little button. And let's say it again. Like, join, share, subscribe.
Donate.
Donate. Oh, that's right.
So let's see. We don't have. Well, I think we do have a youth in the room. I don't want to call her a child, but
We
yes,
do have
do,
Amelia.
and she's up for a new adventure in her life. So let's give her a lot of love right now.
Look at
Amelia,
you, yes.
you ready?
She's our island entrepreneur,
Yeah,
and
she's
I
our
love
island
it.
entrepreneur, just amazing,
Ready?
amazing girl. So let's tell her who she is. You are amazing.
Amazing.
You are perfect. You are magnificent, and we love you.
Yes.
Yay.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
And with that in mind, we are having an open house for our kids in
December
the first
4th.
Saturday in December. So we met with Janice the other day and are making plans to bring our kids back. So
And
yeah.
we even check it across the street. We filled out the application. They're going back to business across there, so we're going to have. We're going to do this.
Yes, we are
Right.
going to do this.
And so there's a treatment box, and if for those of you who don't know what treatment is, it's our modality of healing. And there's a box out right as you come in, and just write down if there's something going on. And with you, just write it down, and we will go into our prayer chamber for you and about you. And also we have Rev D here today, and we have our practitioner, Roseanne, and we have Rob, he'll take off his mask, I promise. But if you need something, a little extra something, just go ahead and let us stand in consciousness for you. And mailing list.
Yes. If you're not on not getting our e-blast, that means you're not on our mailing list. So if you could somehow write us and tell us that you want to be on our e-blast so we can put you on it, because literally that's where all the announcements of what's going on here come through. We send it out twice a week. I mean, if you don't want it, you can always delete it, I guess. But you'll know what's going on. Yeah, no, not unsubscribe, delete. But yeah, I know we get a lot of things in email and we might not want it, but it is the way to find out what's going on here. So you could do that. And then we are teaching a workshop on Greg Braden's book, Resilience from the Heart, learning how to anchor our hearts and our brains together to manifest, during these times of extremes, to live through these times of extremes, to be, more during these times of extremes. And the book is just fabulous, and it is in the bookstore. And then the book that we're doing after that is The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton.
And it's here actually early. We've been getting them right when the classes are starting. I go, let's get this here early. And what's nice about this one, the placebo with Dr. Joe was very, very, it's dense. It can be. This is not. And it's just wonderful. I'm halfway through it again. And so, and The Biology of Belief is with our wonderful.
And the workshop starts on November 10th, and it will be online.
And how that works, especially the people online have been asking, you purchase the 3. If you're here, that's fabulous. If not, then you can watch it in your leisure. And we have a bonus for anyone who takes any of these.
That live on the island.
Live on the island, Quantum U series. And what is that?
Well, we purchased a series called From Chaos to Coherence, and we're allowed to share it in the room. We're not going to be televising it. For the people that are taking these workshops to come and join us for that, there's 5 2-hour presentations by Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton, and we're going to do them like over the next few months. We have them for about a year to use. So, and that's a bonus for taking these workshops.
Yep.
You don't have to take all of them, but if you've taken them or are going to take them. And then I think that's it.
That's
Is that
it.
I keep thinking there's something else, but there's not.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, toys.
Oh,
toys.
Do you want to come up and talk about it again?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
We've already got our. I know we
I
have to.
knew there was something else. Thank you. Voice yourself. It's all right. Microphone. What did Roseanne do with it?
Here you go.
Where's the other one? Oh, the
doesn't
other one's
matter.
over there. She's got.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Our outreach activity this year for the holidays is supporting Toys for Tots and distributing toys to those families less fortunate. There's a box out in the lobby. We have more boxes, so when we fill those, we'll bring new boxes. And I was on their website this morning and looking at some of the things they do in the world throughout the year even, not just at Christmas, to lighten up and bring a little joy to those who might not be able to bring a little joy to their own families. That just touched my heart after all the emotions today. That I just got an image of what I grew up in a home very blessed with abundance, and there was always something under our Christmas tree. And I know that there are a lot of families that can't afford the tree, can't afford the dinner, can't afford the whatever, and we're here to support them in whatever way we can. And I was looking at the list of sponsors for Toys for Tots, and it's not just the Marine Corps. It's people in our community that are supporting it and making it happen on Kauai and everywhere around the United States. So I hope you'll bring your new and unwrapped toys. What I mean by that is don't gift wrap them for children of all ages, and bring them here to CSL, and then we'll make sure that they get out into the community. Right. And if you would prefer to make a financial donation, there's a way to do that on their website, so you can talk to me about it.
Yeah, we have the link you gave me.
Great,
so I'll
great.
put it in the e-blast.
Okay, wonderful. And this is happening, and it's our opportunity to share in our community in a way that is wonderful and will touch a lot of hearts. So thank you very much in advance.
Just one question. When is the last, so we know the time period.
Today's the first day we're collecting. It'll be here every Sunday. You can connect with me if you can't bring it on Sunday, and they need everything back by December 5th. So we're only collecting through the end of November. Okay, so do your shopping now.
And the good news is that you've got another box that looks just like that one that can be.
Yes, when we fill this one up, there's more space to take more gifts. So
that's perfect.
yes.
I love it.
Mahalo.
That's great.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Diane, for doing that. It's
No?
Well, children come out at 0, and I think they launch around 18, usually. Not always. No, I'm sorry, Maureen. No, any child, any age that you think would enjoy. So teenage, youth, babies, toddlers, whatever you would like, whatever calls you. Yeah. Or all of them, right? Yeah. Okay.
Great. Thank
Yay,
you.
that's
Thank
perfect.
You.
Thank you for doing that. So
And
I think
bef-
we're done.
and
Oh,
now-
cupcakes.
Oh,
we have
there's-
cupcakes.
We have
that should go-
cupcakes for birthday Sunday, 2 months worth. We're using the ones we used in September, and kidding.
So take
They're
a
by
cupcake
there.
as you're leaving.
But
yes.
just before we go into our closing song, I just want to give a special shout out. Sue is counting our blessings back there, but I also want to thank Duncan. I know you probably don't like this, but it's too late. But they put up a wall for us this week, by the way. And what we're doing with this wall is, not only we might have a Christmas drop background, and then also we're going to do like a mural thing on this. It'll be, and then when we move, all we have to do is just boom, boom, take it out, and Duncan will do that for us too. Thanks, Duncan. Duncan went to do this, and he goes, "I'm coming in Monday with Sue," and I go, "I won't be here." And Margaret goes, "That's your rejuvenation day, isn't it?" Yeah, so see, everybody knows. So thank you again. Our hearts are
And
once
thank you
again
to
just
Sue, too.
and to Sue. I'm pointing at that chair because that's where she was sitting before she actually left.
Thank you.
So that's it.
All right. I think we
Gratitude.
have a special treat for our closing. So let's go for it. I'm moving this out of
You
the way.
guys get up and dance, all right? Just please, please enjoy.
What you're saying is don't focus on me. Just dance. I got you, brother.
Look at how magnificent you all are at
We
each
should
other.
do the gratitude there. If he doesn't stop, don't worry about doing it.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze, horror looks right between the eyes. You're paralyzed. This is Thriller night. No one is gonna save you from the beast about to strike. It's a Thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a thriller tonight. You hear the door slam, realize that there's nowhere left to run. You feel the cold hand and wonder if you'll ever see the sun. You close your eyes, hope that this is just imagination. But all the while, feel the creature creeping up behind. You're out of time. Oh, this is Thriller night. There ain't no second chance to kill the thing with 40 eyes. Oh yeah, Thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Night creatures come and the dead start to walk in their masquerade. There's no escaping the jaws of the alien this time. This is the end of your life. Oh, they're out to get you. There's demons closing in on every side. They will possess you unless you change that number on your dial. Now is the time for you and I to cuddle close together. All through the night, I'll save you from the terror on the screen. I'll make you see that this is Thriller night. 'Cause I can do you more, and it goes you could try. Oh yeah, Thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Thriller let it go, you were inside.
So keep that thrill going. Keep it moving. I can see it. Keep it moving. And we're just going to do a nice blanket thank you today. A mahalo for everyone who has come together to allow this incredible love energy to just come out and be known. Our wonderful team with Rob and Jonathan and Ron, who came here early in our bookstore, and that wonderful sound of the Harleys outside that are coming here. And we just are so blessed for all of your energy that you brought, and everybody online. And I am so grateful. Let's just go swimming in a sea of gratitude. And we're going to let that be as together we say really nice and loud. And so it is.
And this is Thriller night. 'Cause I can do you more than any ghost would dare to try. Oh yeah, Thriller night. You're dying for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Yeah, this is Thriller night. And I can do you more than any ghost would dare to try. Oh, Thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Oh yeah, it's chiller thriller night. Killer thriller tonight. Chiller thriller night. Chiller thriller tonight.
Oh man, that's a hard song.